What up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Heroes. Let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, we started off leveling up Phthalo. Phthalo got up to level 725. Awesome sauce. And I am an idiot. I need to start these people on quests immediately. I did say I wanted this person on the thing, but first let's give the 15 minutes. 4 hours, no, 8 hours. There you go. And 30 minutes or 60 minutes. I think 2 hours for the gold quest is good. Especially since it's the common dude, who I don't really care if she guys or not. Yeah, it's super inefficient. Terribly sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna go. Oh, don't actually need to. Oh no, never mind. There it is. Level up. All right. Now real quick. Text your heroes. 273 part 2. That was the last episode. This episode 273 part 3. Welcome back, guys. Now I'm gonna upload 273 part 2. Name it 273 part 2. And then what day is it? Gonna be released on the 10th. And it's gonna be noon. And it's gonna be the 10th. And it's gonna be noon. Publish it. Okay, come on. Yep, do it. Alright, we're good to go. Fun times. So last episode we were talking a lot about the election and my views on... Oh wow, whole 50 levels while I was doing all that. My views on the whole electoral election process, and they're a bit pessimistic, to say the least. Not a big fan of our election process. But then again, like, you know, which election process is free of, what's the word I'm looking for? Which election process is free of sabotage, you know, free of inaccuracies, free of inefficiencies, free of meaninglessness. There you go. That's my rebuttal to that. Which one is it? Okay. So it is after the election. You can't, like, 2 days after the election. Either we've announced our new president, or, like, you know, late registration and late voting might not even be a thing. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up. That's because I don't need to, because I have voted on time. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. What I say now, because it's not going to influence you voting one way or another, because voting is ending. So, without further ado, I am now officially going to reveal, if you will, why I voted for Hillary Clinton. I have famously, some sense of the word, famously refused on my channel to explain why I was voting for Hillary Clinton, because I felt like it would encourage people to vote for Donald Trump. And, you know, some of you might have listened to that and were like, what does that fucking mean? Well, I'm going to explain it now. To just give you a little backstory, when I found out Bernie Sanders did not get the primary and Hillary Clinton did, which was like 4 or 5 days after Hillary Clinton got the primary, because I was in denial. I was like, no, Bernie Sanders can still get the primary. And my girlfriend's like, it's been a week. She's had the primary for a week. Get the fuck over yourself. So, like, a week after she steals the primary away from the cutest, you know, sweetest old man in existence, Bernie Sanders. What's it called? I wasn't sure who I was going to vote for. To be honest, I had, like, the faintest, like, notion of being like, you know what, fuck Hillary, you know, I'm going to vote for Trump just to tell Hillary, show Hillary, like, you can't fucking do that shit, okay? There's, like, the tiniest little, like, thought in my brain that I might do that. And, you know, I didn't, like, and if anything, I might not even vote at all. You know, not cast my vote, not do my duty as an American, and not cast my vote at all, because I would not, you know, openly support someone who, you know, does shady fucking garbage stuff, especially to the sweetest old man in existence, like Hillary Clinton did. But then, you know, and because of that, like, you know, and not directly because of that, mostly because I'm an unbiased person on most accounts, and I like to, you know, just look at the other side just to see like what's going on. But you know, there's an article that one of my friends in Arizona, super conservative Republican dude, he is an article he posted on his Facebook about like, oh, why you should go out and vote for Trump. And I was like, you know what? I'll read this, see if there's any like credence to what I'm saying, or like any reason to like. And I just wanted to see what like the opposition's like mindset is and what their reasoning is behind voting for Donald Trump. And I believe it was written by like a pastor or something. The pastor, like being a religious man, like he's done like sermons at like the church and whatnot, and people were like, cannot condone this person's behavior, it's ungodly, so I feel like voting for him would go against God and stuff, and he's trying to tell him no, voting, or they're just not going to vote at all, and then the pastor's like, no, you have to, because it's the godly thing to do, to choose the lesser of two evils, even if it doesn't seem godly, it's your duty, blah blah blah, all that bullshit, and then okay, so it's like a two-part sort of thing where it explains why you should vote for Trump and why it's not ungodly to do so, blah blah blah. I won't bore you with all that bullshit, but then the second part is like why you should be afraid of a Hillary Clinton like presidency, to like also scare you into voting for Trump. So there's a few things like fucking, of course they bring up like emails and Benghazi and she's shady and like there's a lizard person, blah, whatever. Like they said a bunch of bullshit, and then I got to the part about the Supreme Court like justices. So he painted a pretty like painted a pretty like detailed picture of like how not only is there a seat, I believe, available right now to appoint to a Supreme Court justice that Obama is just choosing not to like fill right now, but because I don't know, because he's tired. Either that or like in addition to that, also there are a few Supreme Court justices who are either nearing retirement or they're about to like kick the bucket because they're like super old. And Hillary's there for, if Hillary's elected, she's there for 4 years. And he has a feeling that a lot of these Supreme Court justices are not going to last for 4 years. So, and a few of them are going to be Republican. So, it would give like Hillary Clinton like full reign to appoint Democratic Supreme Court justices. You guys remember how extremely fucking difficult it was to finally get the Supreme Court to say that denying gay people marriage is unconstitutional? And they didn't even say like, oh, all churches must like marry gay people. No, they didn't say that. There's like, if you deny them that, then that is unconstitutional, legally speaking. As a church, I'm sure like religiously you can deny it, but as like a place of like a government place that gives out, you know, marriage certificates, it would be illegal and unconstitutional to not offer that to a gay couple who wanted to get married. Yeah, remember how long it took us to fucking do that one small tiny thing? That's because our Supreme Court is like, I believe it's either 7 or 9 people, I forget, but it's an odd number of people, and like it's basically half and half between Republicans and Democrats, but there's like one extra Republican, and usually like that's like the swing vote, and it's like oh shit, all the Republicans fucking voted the Republican way, and the Democrats voted the Democratic way, meaning the Republicans win, so we didn't fucking do shit. So yeah, that's why. So, but here's the thing: if Hillary Clinton becomes president, she will have like authority to appoint new Supreme Court justices. And what's she gonna do? She's gonna put fucking Democratic people in those goddamn seats. So not only are we gonna have like the majority in the Supreme Court, like the Republicans did for a while, we're gonna have a pretty bigger majority. If it is 9, I think it is 9 people actually. If out of the 9 people, I think if she appoints like all the empty seats and all the like dying geriatrics as a Democratic, we'd be like 6-3. We would be like 66% to the 33% of the Republican vote on the Supreme Court. And whenever fucking Hillary Clinton signs a bill or passes a law that's leaning Democratic, like Planned Parenthood laws, fucking gay marriage laws, fucking other Democratic garbage or whatever, then there you go. Other Democratic stuff, then it's most likely gonna pass, almost unanimously, to like the point where we could like pass any law as long as like it's Democratic enough for the Democratic Supreme Court justices to be like with it. So yeah, that's a lot of fucking power. Sure, yes, Hillary Clinton is a garbage person, but the fact that she's a Democrat and that she's definitely going to put Democratic people in those seats, as opposed to Gary Johnson, who's a libertarian, might toss some Democrats and Republicans, like half and half on there. Same thing with Jill Stein. The fact that, or they'll put people of their own party on there, like the Green Party. But the fact that Hillary Clinton is definitely absolutely going to put Democratic people up on there and have our time to shine for a little while. That is like a huge fucking deal. That is like a really huge fucking deal to me personally. So yeah, because check it, because Hillary's gonna be there for like 4 years, maybe 8 if she's like super lucky, or if she also steals away the fucking primary and also steals the fucking presidency again for a second term. But 4 to 8 years, whatever. The Supreme Court justices, they're there until they fucking retire or they die. They're there for a long time. So if she appoints them, then we're gonna be like that for a while until we basically just breed out all of the fucking hateful conservatives out of existence. Super nice, right? So when I read that article that was like, oh, dystopian future where Democrats rule, I was like, dude, that sounds cool though. And that actually got me energized to vote for Hillary. Not the fact that I wanted her as president, but the fact that I wanted her to do stuff as president that would help me out personally, and all my friends out personally, and all like unintentionally help out like all the people that I know. Because Democrats are awesome, I guess, is what I'm saying. But also, the reason why I didn't want to explain my reasoning of doing that is because I felt like, oh, this energized me to vote for Hillary. If I told anyone who was like on the fence of voting for Trump or not, definitely not Hillary, but we're like, no, maybe I'll vote Trump, maybe not. He's not really a good candidate, not a very godly person. Telling them this probably would have energized them the same way it energized me to vote. Be like, oh shit, I don't want none of that garbage. Let's vote for Trump. He would never ever do nothing like that. But the Republican people at the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court justice. So yeah, this is why I refuse to tell people, because the way that this pro-Trump conservative article secretly energized, like unintentionally, obviously energized me to make a to make a stand and vote for Hillary Clinton, vote Democratic, vote my party. Basically, it might have done the same with Republicans, who might be listening in. Who knows? I don't even know if y'all are from America, to be honest. But I couldn't take that risk, so so I decided to not tell anyone until right now, I guess. I'm glad you guys know now. It's it's been weird keeping secrets from you guys. I usually just fucking talk out of my ass the entire time without any remorse or any feeling of like I'm talking too much. There's no filter, is what I'm saying. I usually talk with no filter on. no like mental filter. But this time around, I had to like stand my ground just because. All right. So Fadalo is doing pretty good, right? I mean, here's the thing. We got to Fadalo, level 1,000, no problem. Okay, so Fadalo's fine to be gilded right now. That's great. That's awesome. No worries there. But is Fadalo gonna get to level 1,500 all right without slowing down? I did notice a teeny bit of slowdown like a few minutes ago when I paused like my story or whatever I was talking about, my rant, I guess you could call it. Did notice like a teeny tiny bit of slowdown. The thing is, I have been like dogging, like I've been on top of leveling up for like the entire time. Even though I was telling the story, I was like on top of the shit. So okay, another 2 hours. I have to get that gold, man. Have to get that gold. There we go. So we wouldn't have noticed any like slowdown, like presumably, but I did notice a little bit of it. It was after like a pretty big like chest trap. I wasn't seeing any chests. So we'll get to level 1,400 on Fadalo, and if there's slowdown after that to 1,500, you know, what? Oh shit. I need another chest, please. If there's slowdown, here's the thing. We are not, like, doing multi-ticks on the bosses. Watch this at 1625. Yeah, boss takes a single tick. Look at that. So, I don't think there's going to be slowdown, honestly. So, I think we're good to guild OG, like, next. We were at Terra, switched to Fadalo. Now I think OG's good to guild now. Honestly, we could have maybe gilded OG like this Ascension run, but I'll do it next Ascension run just to keep things, you know, even. Otherwise, yeah, let's like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series this far. I know I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.